So nowadays, it seems like every company's making video games, right? I mean, you got Netflix adding video games soon. Google's working on their cloud gaming program. And I know damn well Jeff Bezos is scheming over there doing some shit over at Amazon, you know what I mean? But who would have thought that Peloton would be making video games? That's right, the fitness company that makes those bikes, they're tapping into the gaming industry. And no, they're not making their own system to compete with Microsoft or Sony or any of the sort. They're making their own video game that can only be played on Peloton bikes. Kinda genius. Their new game is called Lanebreak. And in this video, I'm going to be covering all of the details we have so far about this new video game. I'm covering the release date, what the game actually is and how it works, and so much more, so stick around. Also, if you guys want to keep up to date on anything gaming news, whether that's, shit like this, or for GTA, Fortnite, Rocket League, Warzone, and so much more, I cover everything on this channel. So make sure you get on and subscribe to keep up to date on all that sweet, sweet info, baby. But enough waiting, let's get right into the video, shall we, boys? So first, let's talk about the release date, because I know all you guys are super antsy to work out and play video games at the same time. So my source says Peloton has announced an on-bike video game called Lanebreak set to hit bikes in early 2022. In the virtual experience, riders will be required to match and sustain the resistance and cadence while facing obstacles set to the beat of music. So yeah, it's coming out in early 2022, so kind of near. And you also got a little taste of what the video game actually is going to consist of. So you're basically on the bike, obviously, and you're trying to keep up with the resistance of your bike. You can set different levels to it. I'll get to all this later in the video. You can set like certain levels, and it's going to have a certain resistance based on like what level you pick. And you have to keep pedaling to the beat of the music that you choose, or else you lose, I guess. So continuing on, here's a little more about the game. At the start of the video game, which will be included in Peloton's $39 monthly all-access membership, riders will choose between levels that range from beginner to expert and pick their preferred music genre from options like hip-hop, dancehall, and pop. So that's going to be kind of cool. You can customize what song you're actually listening to while you play this video game. So if you want to listen to Lil Nas X talk about some wiener while on the bike, hey, you can do that. Now getting to more detailed information about what exactly the game, consists and like what you're actually going to be doing. My source says players will compete for the highest score by changing lanes, by turning their resistance knobs, and dodging obstacles along the course, which are strategically placed based on workout goals and the intensity of each song, creating a need for increased speed or change in resistance. So basically, you're just trying to keep up with the song until the song's over, it sounds like. So there's going to be different levels where like you increase speed a little bit, where you slow down. There's going to be changes in resistance. You're also going to be changing lanes. So there's also a few ways you can earn points in this video game as well. Another one of my sources says there are 3 types of challenges and ways to earn points. Pickups, which means that so long as you're in the lane that the game commands, you'll earn points. Streams, which reward you based on your cadence, and breakers, which reward you based on energy output. So basically, the more you work out, the more points you get. It's fucking genius for Peloton. So yeah, basically the premise of this whole video game is to just keep up with the song. You choose a song for every level, and it ranges from beginner to expert. And so as long as you keep up with the rhythm of the song and you keep up with the resistance and your cadence, and on top of that, you'll also earn points from being in the correct lane when the game tells you to get to a certain lane, and you change lanes by turning the resistance knobs. All in all, the more you work out, the more points you get. And for all the haters saying that this game's a waste of time and energy by the company, who would want to play video games while working out? They're like polar opposites, The game's already being tested, and there's a lot of positive feedback, according to the company. Our source said Peloton is currently testing a version of the game with select members and says the feedback has been very promising. We also have a quote here from the Peloton Senior Director of Product Management, David Packles. It's a funny looking name. He said members are excited about the direction and can see themselves embedding it into their routine. Many have made comments that they can see it appealing to friends and family who were not previously as interested in instructor-led classes. And I think that's the whole premise of this game, is to reach a new audience that, doesn't really want to work out and all they want to do is sit on their ass and play video games. Well, now you can sit on your ass and play video games while working out. Now, do I think this is a good idea? Yeah, I mean, it sounds cool. I don't own a Peloton bike, and this is not really going to make me buy a new Peloton bike for, I don't know how much they go for, probably a ridiculous amount. But still, for everyone that has a Peloton bike or is looking to buy a Peloton bike, I think this could be, a nice little addition to help them make that purchase, or, to keep it exciting for existing Peloton users. I would love to know all your guys' thoughts and opinions about this video game in the comments down below. What do you guys think about it? Is it going to be a success or a failure? But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.